What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I just want to talk about Bkkt. This is a stock that I actually got lucky on. I traded them and I made like over 400% on them because I had them at like $10 and then I sold them all the way up in the 50s because they just blasted off to the moon. And I believe it was just when everything was just being pumped. And one of my buddies was like, it was like around like $10 and he was like, or $9 and he was like, just buy it. I have a feeling it's going to get pumped. And it went up. But now that it has sold off so much, I'm actually rethinking to get a position in it, to be honest, because it just follows Bitcoin. And I know that Bitcoin's been getting crushed lately. And not crushed as in like, they're doing terrible. I mean, it hit a high of 69,000 Bitcoin, but now it's down to 54,000. And I just noticed that if Bitcoin does bad, this stock does terrible. So it's just one of those stocks that mirrors it. And I definitely want to bring it up to attention because I am tempted to take a position, but I just want to see if we can find any type of support level. But it's really difficult because when a stock is pumped this much, you don't really know where it's going to go. And it has just sold off completely. And I think we might be able to get nice points out of this if we just play it correctly. And when I go back to the chart, I mean, it's trading at $15 right now in that mid-range, 15 to $16. And it had a new low of $15.35. But when it did make that breakout, it was around the $13 range. So I am tempted, if it does die between $13 and $12, I'm very tempted to buy some shares at Bkkt and just hold it and see if we can get a nice sympathy pump, because it does give some points from $17 up to 20, 21. All it takes is Bitcoin to turn around, and then this just starts going off to the moon. Now, I know that their earnings probably wasn't the best and they were selling off, but it's just a speculative stock that I wanted to bring up because I think it's good to try to see what other stocks will potentially move. And when I bring up Bkkt and I have them up here, and when I'm looking at them, just quick overview so we can just review like what they are. Let's see what they got in the news for them. I see that their Bkkt is expanding cryptocurrency offering to include Ethereum. And basically it says, why is everyone... So this is a month ago. So 3 weeks ago they talked about they're expanding. They still died. And let's just see if there's anything else happening here. Because besides COVID scaring off the whole market, let's just see if we can find any good news on this stock. But let's just see, like they were talking about expanding this, but there's no news on it. It sold off this much. I mean, it's clearly just a pump, but if it gets any good news, it's going to come back up, obviously. So basically Bkkt is just a trusted digital platform. And you could just spend your digital. So basically, they're like Coinbase, but they're just another version of it. And I just like that they're so cheap, and they went up to $55 and they sold off. I mean, this is completely like, don't put a lot of money into this. It could be really risky, but you just want to be, sometimes you want to see if there's any opportunities in buying these dead stocks that just sell off. I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting like a commercial or something here. Here we go. Oh, no. Let me just go on the news here and see if we can get anything good. But I was looking at them, and I mean, if they ever come back down to $8 to $10, I'm definitely going to take a position in them. But I'm just wondering if I should start building a position around $15. I mean, this could be potential. I mean, who really knows? But it's something that I definitely want to bring up. And if anybody in the comments knows anything about this company and you have definitely better advice, definitely share it and comment on it. But I'm just trying to see here if they have anything special here. Which, no, I'm not really seeing anything. I mean, this could be clearly just a pump and dump, to be honest. But I want to bring it up. It's something to think about because their support level is around $8 to $10. And I think we might get another pop before that. So when I look at the RSI is much lower right now, currently, because the RSI is 32 because it keeps selling off. But we just got to be careful because when it went down to this range around $14, it popped back up to 18. That RSI was hanging out around, looks like, I'm trying to see here, 30, so okay, it's under 20, so 25 to 26, which makes sense. So that's one stock I just wanted to bring up. It's definitely something that could potentially be a play. This is not really like a long-term hold thing. This is hoping for a pump and then you're just going to get out of it. But I got lucky in them once, so they do have ability to blast up. So, I mean, they went as high as, like, went up to here, up to 35. They sold back down to 23, and then they blasted back up to $50. So that was a nice game when I had them, and I'm trying to just, make this happen again. So something I'll be watching. I got my alert set for $13, $14 to start taking a position potentially, and then see where it goes.